We are here with Vahid Beheshti, who is the first ever Iranian opposition leader to address the Israeli Knesset. Vahid is a prominent journalist and Iranian opposition figure based in London, and he has been calling on the British government to proscribe IRGC as a terror organization. Vahid, welcome and thank you for being here with us today. Why was it important for you to come to Israel and address the Israeli Knesset?
So it's from two sides. The personal side of it, as someone, as a human rights activist who dedicate his life standing against terrorism for humanity, and someone who continue for nearly a year camping in front of Foreign Office with 72 days hunger strike in order to place IRGC on the list of terrorist organization in UK. As someone like that, I feel the great responsibility on my shoulder to do everything that I can to not allow the only democracy in the Middle East goes down on its knees in front of these terrorists, in front of these rapists. So I do everything to stop that, to support Israel in this war against terrorism. From the other side, is the great relationship between Israelis and Iranians. Yesterday, I was in Temple Mount, and I remember the great history that we have together. 2,600 years ago, nearly, Prophet Cyrus the Great freed the people of Israel from slavery and gave them opportunity to rebuild their temple, Jerusalem temple. And so great culture we have, very close culture we have together, and lots of common interests. Most important, common enemy. We have a common enemy and we have a common war. So these two reasons bring me to Israel to do anything that I can to help the people of Israel and the people of Iran to win this war against terrorists. That's why it's so important for me to be here.
What has impacted you the most about your visit in Israel?
It's way over what I expected. Yesterday, it was the start of my visit. I started from Temple Mount. I spent a few hours there. It was great experience. And actually, I understand the true meaning of apartheid. When some people calling Israel government as the apartheid government, I was standing next to the church, their very holy church, near the wall, about 5 minutes away from the holy wall, when we have the Knesset and the holy wall, and about few minutes away on the mount, we have the Al-Quds mosque. So we have a mosque, we have the holy wall with the Knesset, and here we have the church. So if this is apartheid and these people living next to each other with different religion, different opinion, I don't understand. We have to give the different meaning to the apartheid. So that was my first question for those people and challenge for those people who they call Israel government apartheid. I said, they have to come here and experience in the first time. So that was the first experience. Then the Knesset was a great experience. That was a historical event because that was the first time an Iranian gave a speech in Knesset. And the response of people, it was way over what I expected. I urge Israel and the people of Israel to not be afraid to attack IRGC sites inside of Iran, nuclear side of Iranian regime inside of Iran. And I said, like it or not like it, this is a war with the Iranian regime. And look at the situation of Israel at the moment. Iranian regime created all these proxies around Israel. Hamas, Hezbollah. Look at the situation in Syria. Turn Syria to the terror base to distribute their terrorist forces and military equipment against Israel. Look at the situation in Red Sea, Houthis. They disrupt the global trade in Red Sea completely. So it's all organized and uh, mm, designed by Iranian regime, under the command of Iranian regime. Of course, we have to get rid of Hamas. We have to eradicate Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations. But if we really want the cure, we need to go to the root of the problems. For the root of the problems, we need to speak with a language that they understand. And the only language they understand is force. But to target the root of the problems, which is the head of octopus, we need the Iranian people, the great military of 80 million Iranians inside of Iran on ground, who are thirsty for freedom and democracy. And they have tried so hard, especially since 2009, to overthrow the regime. But they need the support. They need a little bit of support from outside, and they will do the job for us. And I brought the message of Iranian people to the Knesset, to the people of Israel, and to the people and to the leaders of Israel. And the message is this: we, the people of Iran, love you, and we stand by you. But we need you, and you need us in this war. So let's stand together and win this battle against terrorism.
So what can Israel do for the Iranian cause, like practically?
I think the first step is to identify the problem and see the root of the problem for what it is, not for what we like to see. If we identify the problem, the root of the problem, which is Iranian regime, then we can find the solution. So one of the way, as I explained yesterday in the Knesset, it could be targeting the base of IRGC inside of Iran, the nuclear sites of Iranian regime inside of Iran, the House of High Officials inside of Iran. And you see the reaction of Iranian people. They come back to the street again, same as last year, and they finish the job for us. We give them support. Another way to support them, create independent international media for them. So Iranian people, because we need to, this is a PR war, don't forget. What you are doing is great. Now, we are in the great PR war against this terrorism, and they are very great and expert on this war. So on PR war, we have to go more and we invest more. One of the ways is independent media to broadcast inside of Iran. So the Iranians, they see, okay, Israel came forward, invest on one international independent media for them, because they don't have a media inside of Iran. They have now Iran international TV station. It's great, but we need more. The media talks to the people of Israel, talk to the people of Iran. Imagine based in Jerusalem, based in Tel Aviv. What's the effect is going to be on Iranian people? And sooner or later, Iranian people, they have been trying so hard, especially since 2009, as I explained. But they're going to overthrow this regime. But if we give them support, they do the job early, sooner. And it's better for us, for Israel, for the region, and for the global peace. The root of the problem, Iranian regime. And that's how we can help each other, support each other in this battle.
Is the sentiment of sympathy with Israel common for all the factions inside the Iranian opposition?
Yes, exactly. And we have it now. The Iranian oppositions, the Iranian people, they know the people of Israel are with them. They know the government of Israel are with them. And they showed their love and their support for the people of Israel as well. As you see, they draw the flag of Israel in the streets of different cities in Iran. They force you to step on it. But Iranian, they go and run and jump from it to not step on it. And you saw the reaction of them in the football stadium. Of course, you saw that video which is gone viral, which they brought when they brought the flag of Israel, Palestine's, the Iranian regime agents, and they were showing off with it. 50,000 Iranians, they were shouting, I don't want to repeat that in your program. They said, put that flag somewhere. So they showed their support to Israelis, and Israelis showed their support to Iranians. But my point is, we have to come to the practical side of it. We need to work together, and we need to go over just talking. And we say, okay, we love you. You say we love us. Now we have to go to the practice side, because this is a great opportunity. The good news is the Iranian regime at the moment, it's in weakest, I would say, position since 44 years ago that they came on power. So we have to use this opportunity in good and overthrow it. Otherwise, we have two choices. The first choice is this. It's not nice, but it's this. This brutal regime, evil regime, imagine with this capability, gaining access to nuclear weapons. That's the first choice we have. To not be active, to not work and see, okay, let's wait, see what's gonna happen. That's the first choice. But the second choice, imagine what the great nation of Israel and the great nation of Iran can build, can work together in Middle East and in the globe without Iranian regime and its proxies. And we can do that together.
And do you believe that that's enough, or the support of the international community is needed as well?
No, definitely the support of the international community needed, definitely, but it's not gonna be easy to convince the international community. They follow us. Look, we understand each other better than any other nations because we have the same pain. The Iranian regime, since they came on power, their first principle, their first slogan was an elimination of the state of Israel. So your first enemy is Iranian regime. My first enemy, the Iranian people first enemy, is Iranian regime. So we understand each other better than any other nations. To convince other countries, of course, we need to do that. But when we start something, they're gonna follow. I am doing that at the moment. Every day, I am talking to the Western leaders, to American leaders, and that's something on the process. And the other people, they're doing that. Other organizations, they're doing that. But because we understand each other, we have the same pain, we have the same problem, we can start something and they can follow, I'm sure.
Well, Vahid, is there anything that you think that the world should know about the link that exists between Israel and the Iranian people?
The people of Iran and the people of Israel, they have a great history. And of course, maybe many organizations, they don't like, some countries, they don't like to see us to have a great relationship together again. But we can do a lot. We can build a lot in Middle East. We can bring peace, stability in Middle East together without the Iranian regime and its proxies. But the world international community, what they need to know, reaching peace and stability in the region, in Middle East and in the world, as long as Iranian regime exists, it's just going to be a dream. It's just going to be a wishful thinking. So we have to identify the root of problems, go with the problems. It's like a cancer. Take this gland from the Middle East, and then we can work together. And they have to understand that. And I think they know that. But we need to start something, they will follow.
Thank you so much, Vahid, for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.